haven't had this much fun in a long time. Happy Mother's Day to me.
Yeah. Have to get you off the couch more often.
Oh, brother.
This sweet lady right here happens to be my mother, and in as much as it is Mother's Day, we're spending some quality time together, which we don't do very often because she's got a busy life and I got a busy life, but it's Mother's Day and we thought we'd get together and go for a ride and see what trouble we could get into.
And apparently we have found some trouble.
I wish I had better weather for you, but I think it's springtime in the Rockies and it's gonna snow.
Oh, it's just a lovely little dapple of snow on us. It won't stay long.
So happy Mother's Day.
Thank you. Thank you. This is lovely. I'm glad to be here.
We don't get together often enough,
No,
but I try to make it exciting.
Oh,
So I ordered.
it's exciting, all right.
I ordered a snowstorm for you.
Thank you. You're very kind.
Well, hey, what do you think about us moving up to the mountains and living in the mountains in all this crazy weather?
Well, quite honestly, my dear, you started out early in life in the mountains. So this is nothing new for you.
This is no surprise. No surprise.
You were about 18 months old, I think, when we took you the first time up to the mountains to see my parents, Grandma and Granddad, and you slept all the way up there, nice and warm. And then when you got to the cabin, you said to Graham, "Do you have any blankets?" And she goes, "Oh, are you cold?" He said, "No, I want to build a tent.
I want to build a tent.
I want to build a tent." And he started and he built tents and he built lean-tos. And then he'd go down by the lake and take rocks and build outlines of houses. And then he'd come back and then he'd redo his tent again.
Hey, do you have to share all of this?
Oh, there's more. There's more.
Listen,
it is.
I thought that we would make a quick video. I thought we had an understanding that you weren't going to embarrass me.
I'm not going to tell all the,
unbelievable. I think we need
all the details. But certainly you started out early in your life going to the mountains, and you loved it.
I still do.
Yeah.
Even on a snowy Mother's Day.
Absolutely. And he'd come home and, well, when are we gonna go up to the mountains again? Well, next weekend. Oh. And then about Friday you'd get excited again. Okay.
We're going to the mountains.
Well, Graham, have you got a tarp? I need a tarp. I need to build a cabin. And then you go out and you go to the wood pile and you get pieces of wood and you walk back through anything you could find, you'd drag in and you would build and
I do remember just having a ton of fun.
Absolutely.
It was if you were going to the mountains, it was going to be fun.
Yes.
If we were at home, there was going to be chores and clean this up and go to school and
you'd have to take a bath and all those.
None of that is fun. I wanted to let's go fishing or let's go exploring or let's go build something.
Let's go build something.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, let's get in the boat and go out and fish. And,
it's funny as time has gone by and I've gotten older and with work and responsibilities that being out in the mountains, listen how quiet it is. It's just, there's a sense of peace and there's not a lot of stress, and I don't have any cell phone service, which is awesome. So I think the mountains has always been a place of security, of happiness.
Of happiness.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. I can see that. And yeah, this isn't anything new for you. This is not a new experiment.
No.
This is just a adding on to what you've already done and know, and it's like coming home.
Yeah.
This
Definitely feels like coming home.
Yeah. And let me tell you.
Hold that thought. You got to speak up.
Okay.
I know that I'm right here,
Yeah.
but the camera's over there.
Okay.
So even if you feel like you're shouting, it'll have better audio if you speak up.
Okay.
So it's comfortable to be here in the mountains, for
Yes.
sure.
I
I
can-
absolutely love it.
I can see where this is your environment. You use that word a lot, that environment. And that's
Should I mix it up? Do you not like environment? This is my space. This is my area of expertise. This
There.
is my comfort zone. This
there,
is
like that.
You like?
Yeah.
Is that better?
Yeah, I like
That's better.
that. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, you need to change it up a little bit.
Okay.
But see, you come by homesteading honestly. You're
Well, so homesteading is such a generic buzzword
okay.
out there.
No, let me tell my story here.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. My father was born on a homestead in Wyoming in 1907,
Just a few years ago.
and they actually began homesteading in Sheridan County in 1903. They came from southern
So
Nebraska.
but give more information there. In your mind, what is homesteading?
Well,
What is homesteading?
It's
to you?
like starting anew.
Starting new. Okay.
Yeah. And,
So
and it's
in my mind, I agree with that. In my mind, homesteading is building a new life.
Yes.
But that's more than just taking a raw piece of land and putting a house on it and living off the land. I kind of like that. It's starting a new life, a new beginning.
it will certainly be a new home for you. It will be a new
New way of life, new friends, new experiences, new opportunities. I like that.
But it's not only new, it's better. It's better. It's a better move. It's a move forward and a better.
Well, let's. We hope so. I mean, the truth of the matter is, we may get sick of this snow in May and say, you know what, that was a lovely experience. Let's go back. Let's try something different.
Gee, that old desert wasn't so bad.
Yeah, I don't. Maybe living down in the flatlands has its
It's benefits.
It's definite benefits. That's a good word, benefits. But there's just something, people look at me and I tell them, hey, I want to live in the mountains. They're like, did you bump your head? Are you crazy? and yeah, yes, to answer your question, yes, I am crazy. So what are your thoughts on bringing the family up here and living in the mountains? How do you feel about it?
Well, I have a little bit of a romance in my soul, so I think it's just fabulous. Now, is there going to be a hardship? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I think you're right.
And so I just think it's wonderful, but I think you're going to have to think ahead. You're going to have to solve some problems.
I think
You're going to have to teach some children to be safe.
Yeah.
I really liked your attempt to keep children away from axes into their femurs. That just doesn't go well because your closest major medical center is 100 miles away.
Okay,
But
you're killing me. Can we stay on topic? I asked a specific question.
Okay.
How do you feel about us being here? And you're like, well, axe safety is important. You should keep your axe sharp.
but not so sharp.
Let's just stay on task here.
I think it's wonderful. I think children will be much better educated. They'll
Yes.
have better life skills. They'll be much more emotionally happy. They'll be
So speak to that, because I feel that way.
yes.
But tell me why you feel that way, because I think that would be. I agree with you 100%. But when I try and sell that to the masses, they look at me like I have a horn growing out of my head. It doesn't make any sense. They're like, "What are you talking about? You're out of your mind. You're crazy."
That horn coming out of his head, that is that's why he has all that hair.
Damn it! I'm gonna have to edit that out now. Can you just speak to like you're having a professional business conversation and share your feelings about living in the mountains, please?
All right. No, I think it's a very good idea.
Well,
Does it have a downside? Yes, it'll have a downside, and
Yeah.
so you need to be prepared for that. But I think it's a great way to raise kids. It's a great way to build your family, and
well, I
I think it'll take
there's
kind of a community effort in that you'll need to work with 3 generations to work together for one goal. I think it's a great idea.
What do you mean 3 generations?
Well, I'm your mother. You're my
That's-
son.
According to popular belief, yes.
And
And these faces may look similar.
DNA testing
Yeah,
has proven.
Yeah.
But then you have children
Yeah.
who you want to teach good life skills to, and what better place? What better place?
I think that's important. I think if I had more time, or I should say, getting those kids involved with grandparents that have a wealth of information, and using this as a teaching.
A teaching
If
area.
every experience is a teaching opportunity, then this experience, whether it's 1 year, 5 years, 50 years, however long this lasts, will be time well spent, as long as it's spent teaching and spending time together as a family.
Absolutely. I totally agree.
So, we had a little breakdown, and
That was a car breakdown with me, not mental. Yeah.
and we did not have a mental breakdown. I'm glad you clarified that.
Let's be specific. Yeah.
So the Rover decided it wanted to take a break, and now we're walking. I don't like walking. I try and avoid it where possible. How have you enjoyed the walking so far?
Happy Mother's Day. Yeah.
Hey, I'm going to drag you out to the middle of nowhere and leave you. Sorry about
And
that.
make it walk 2 miles in the snow.
Best son ever. Best son.
And we'll just have a good little talk. You'll like it, Mom.
Yeah,
You'll
it'll be so much fun. It'll be a good time. Sorry. Sorry. Well, what do you think of all this? Just.
Oh, look at the river in the background. It's beautiful.
How does anybody watching this know that you're looking at the screen? Do we need to do video etiquette 101?
Well,
What is it with you old timers and technology? It's unbelievable.
well, and I was hoping I was going to go to hair and makeup too, and they never showed up.
We were on a low production budget. I didn't have money for hair and makeup.
Oh my gosh, I had to do my own hair and makeup. My gosh.
I apologize. You know what? Next Mother's Day, a year from now, I promise we'll have a better production budget.
Okay, all right.
But lovely views out here. So, no harm, no foul. Had a great time. It's not every day we get the Land Rover out and go for a ride. This is one of those rides to remember.